Okay guys, welcome back. So we're following on from the PGA show where really one of, if not the success story
for sure,
was this guy, the F9.
So much buzz
with
and
Cobra.
excitement about this.
That's right. I mean, on all the testing we done around demo day, the ball speed king. There was, I think, Ping was competitive with it.
Both had a ball speed spike, but
177, wasn't it?
Technically, this hit the longest drive.
That was, yeah, it did, absolutely did. And I saw some really interesting launch characteristics with it as well, and high ball speed with a little bit more spin.
Correct.
So I'm interested today to kind of mess with this kind of weight configuration and see if that is going to do the same thing for us in here, because if it does, we know your driver gets a little bit low in the spin from time to time, and it kind of can knuckle forward too much. If that does that, that'll be really, really interesting for you.
Because with the weight at the back, the way we tested it at demo day, it was in fact a little bit high in spin. And when I say a little bit, not bad, just a bit. So yeah, as you say, if it kicks that spin down a few hundred RPMs, it's a great fitting tool for you.
Exactly. So I think following on from the review we done, we want to do a test. We want to compare it to F8 Plus.
Last year's model.
Yep. So we want to hit them side by side, see what differences there are. When you kind of look at them there, you can really see the addition of speed back.
Oh, 100%. This is very flat.
The weighting.
I've got some close-ups that I'm going to edit in, but it's very prominent, that speed back kind of shape where it comes to sort of I guess it almost comes to a point at the back of the head, doesn't it? And this is very flat.
Well, you know, and Caitlin alluded to that in the video of the 40 grams that they were able to sort of wrestle away from the rest of the head with the wraparound crown on the top and different weight savings that they were able to make. The interesting thing was when we measured the head weights prior to the video, they were relatively light.
Basically identical, but they were 198.
198 on both, light. Which, compared to the Ping, which we tested earlier today, or weighed earlier today at 206, and then the Mizuno was at 201. You know, these are another 3 grams lighter than that, so almost, you know, what we had 8 grams lighter than the Ping. That's a lot.
It is a lot. Is there an opportunity to get like an 8 gram weight to put back here?
There are custom weights, yep.
So that I guess technically we can solve that issue if we really need to.
Cobra have reached out to us already and said, listen, we'll provide you guys with some weights, and
that's great.
You know, we can dial it in further. So
sweet.
If it shows that amount of ball speed, while it's light, I think even if with a little bit more weight, we could actually see that sort of increase a little bit more.
True.
And one of the other things I will say, guys, be cautious of that when you're choosing what shaft to put in this. For example, if I was to put a Tensei Orange in that head weight right now at 198, it would be a disaster.
Because it's counterbalanced?
So it's very, very high balance point.
Okay.
So if you do like to feel the head and you've played that shaft before, so say you played it in your Ping and it worked out nicely at around D2 because the balance point is so high, you switch into that shaft just thinking, well, I've got a shaft I love, this new head promises a little more ball speed, I'll pop that in there, and then you all of a sudden don't hit it well. And that's probably
Could be why.
Very possibly why. So you got to always sort of weigh up the trade-off from a balance standpoint with the head.
And it's a situation that people don't quite understand, that there's times you just simply should not use the shaft in a certain head. Whether or not that's the shaft you use, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure that way.
Definitely.
And at a demo day, I think people do that all the time. They just hit a similar configuration to what they've had. Well, how come I don't hit this driver as well as that one? Well, there's lie differences, weight differences, swing weight differences that you're not actually paying attention to.
Definitely.
So we're going to try to get some baseline with this first.
Let's hit F8 first.
Haven't hit it in a while, but we had good numbers with it last year.
Yeah, we found it was an excellent driver. Do you remember with the test we done for the steep angle of attack player? And that was the winner. We that one in a graphite design DI6X was the winner.
The memory on you is ridiculous.
Was the one. So
it was good, wasn't it?
Let's have a look at what this one does.
Do you remember what color grip we were using that day?
All right, F8 Plus, Kurokage XT 70TX, bombs away.
Still a good looking driver, I will say. Pretty good. Possibly a little high on the face. That was about the same.
A little high center?
Yep. I'm going to tee it down a little bit, but yeah, that should be faster. Just put a little bit more into it. I don't think I'll hit one much better than that.
Oh, a little heel, a marginal heel strike. I'd love for you to find the heels just marginally.
For me, isn't it? Yeah.
That would that'd really help your flight.
So that was quick, 175.
175, yep. That's better.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Marginally
Nice.
high in the face, but pretty good. Definitely got some speed, doesn't it?
Quick.
So one thing I guess will be somewhat interesting is to compare club head speed differences, because that's what they've been trying to do with this more so than anything else.
And aerodynamics, I'd love to hear from Cobra actually about aerodynamics in a static wind environment
Like
versus
a wind tunnel.
Yeah, versus if you're into the wind and what sort of reaction you get
Right.
with a golf club when you've got some wind against you. All right, Matty, this will be interesting. Differences at address,
Not really.
quite similar.
I think the address position is almost identical look-wise. The shape, I don't think they've changed the top.
Don't see too much of a difference.
No. That's hit really well.
Get a little bit of spin to that one.
Yeah. Pretty good centered strike, I would say.
Okay, so maybe we could have 173, 175 ball speed.
Is that right, eh?
Same, I mean, you know,
I didn't
sample
swing very
size of
fast.
one, but 175, spin up at 2,500 again.
Huh.
I'm going to be keeping in mind this a lot because this is just
That's fast, eh?
really fascinates me that they can get it that quick, but get it to spin a bit as well.
Gives you the option to fit a faster player with like a more balanced flight. Is that what you're thinking?
Yep.
That's a little bit in the heel. Good result though.
Okay.
I have a feeling if I get one right in the center with that speed, it's
You're
going to
going to
be.
be 177.
I think so.
Oh, it's got to be close. That's got a lower spin.
Yeah, so I hit
profile
it
to
a little bit higher in the face like I did with the F8. That's probably
Yeah.
a good one to compare.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Hello, Mr. 180. It's a landmark day.
there it is. Only took us a year.
Interesting. All right. And I was keying up to tell you to give one the beans because I thought we might.
I haven't given it too much. Should I give one?
Yeah, for sure.
It's just a little low in the face.
It's going to fly 310 on low in the face.
I'd be curious what the ball speed is on that.
174.75, 177.
Really? So quick low in the head performance so far, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's hit really well.
See about that.
Tried to give it a little something.
That's hit really hard.
It should be quick-ish.
179.7.
The last one with F8, I swung a little harder.
Yeah.
Got it to 124-ish. This last couple I've swung a little harder, got to 125-ish.
Yeah.
So there might be something in it.
Sure, definitely. All right, hit one really hard for me. Tee a fraction higher.
Treatment. Where are you, Larry? Fraction in the heel, but pretty good.
Yeah, look at that. Definitely benefited from nudging the tee height up a little bit there, Matty. 179. I mean, we've never seen numbers as consistently high as that.
No, I've never put up 3 or 4 in the 180 range. No, not that one.
A little bit of a miss.
Yeah, heel. I don't mind those though, because I don't think you're losing anything in dispersion. It's more just you're kicking the spin up a little bit.
The only problem we're going to have with this video is no one's going to see the end of it. Because everyone's going to be running to store to buy one.
To buy one?
When they see your ball speed spike by 4 miles an hour.
I mean, we have to be fair. We hit a lot of drivers. The club speeds are similar. This is going faster.
This is fast. It's the fastest driver we've ever tested.
Yeah. Okay, last one. That's hit pretty hard.
Hammered it. That's so good.
It's probably the best I've hit it. So the spin can be quite low. It just has to be struck right in the middle.
And obviously we've got the weights forward and stuff, so we're not. We could change the way that performs a little bit.
True. I don't think we need to hit anymore.
No, I would agree with that. Okay, so let's look over here. Now that's interesting because there's a 5 mile an hour difference in ball speed, but there's no benefit in the distance or the accuracy.
Totally, because it spun a little bit less, launched a bit lower.
Yeah. It was not quite dialed in. Look at the difference in club speed. Now, we kind of got you all jacked
A bit of that
up
is me for sure,
yeah,
but not all of it.
126, club head speed. I would be really interested for us to kind of work with you and actually fit you to this driver now. We may have just added a video to today's schedule.
I think so, because I'll give you the feedback that if I felt as comfortable as I do with my setup, I would probably be able to hit this a bit faster and further, because it's just not quite, I don't know, I feel like it's something with the timing is not quite there.
Yeah.
So the driver is really, really good. I don't want to blame it for the fact that I didn't strike it that great, just because I think maybe something is a little bit, we know it's a bit lighter, so that, the swing weight is probably like D3, D4-ish. But there's probably room to dial it in a little bit better, as you say.
There would be. I mean, those are fascinating numbers to get a 5 mile an hour jump.
That is wild.
And now we would say the F8 was probably one and a half less than yours. Yes. Yours was about 174.5 today.
Yep.
This is even 4 more than yours though.
Yep.
That's again validation though from what we saw at the show. We hoped that we would see this again because then there'd be a real story emerging about the speed.
And I can promise you I didn't expect to see it. I thought we'd come back here and it'd be about the same. I didn't, because I don't know, I think aerodynamics and just ball speed claims in general, it's getting to a point where they're sort of hard to believe. You must be feeling the same way.
Well, when we interviewed Caitlin about that particular thing, and she said they were focused on the speed of the club rather than the output from the head.
Right.
That was so encouraging to hear, because we've been promised from manufacturers before, this new driver does this, it does that, and it's like, okay, we heard that last year.
Yep.
But we're seeing really, really significantly improved ball speeds here.
Curious. So I'm sure the comments will be full of, please fit it properly and do it again.
We have to.
We'll have to do it.
We have to, definitely.
It might take priority over the Mizuno even though I was in love with the Mizuno.
I know. Well, I mean, when you see ball speeds like that, Matty,
significantly,
it's going to get everyone's attention.
100%.
If you can be consistently in the high 170s and a couple of times you're touching 180,
that's the difference.
That's another gear.
Because I can tell you for sure, for me to get to 180, I've done it in some lessons, but I'm pushing hard, and it's 1 of every 10. Yeah. It's not 3 or 4 within 7 shots. That doesn't happen usually.
Does that open up an opportunity for you today to start seeing 184, 185?
Maybe.
That sort of thing. So.
It's definitely got the curiosity going for sure.
Definitely.
All right. Let's
guys,
leave it there.
Yeah, stay tuned for that one. We'll leave a kind of to be continued note at the bottom of this one.
Yep.
Because we probably will follow on from this video with the fitting one.
Absolutely. I think this is still a good driver, the F8. But if you're on the fence at all, you need to go try the F9 for sure.
If you're wondering if they have improved it, the answer is categorically yes.
It also feels better, and the mishits feel a lot more solid as well. So I think it's just a better club overall so far.
Okay.
All right.
Good. Guys, hope you are still watching. Hope you're as excited about this as we are.
At the shop.
It's so good to, at the start of the year, to have a product that just feels stand out.
It's exciting, right?
Yeah, it is. P790 done that for us. I think, when Strixon first launched their 7 and 500 series irons, that had that feel to it. It's like, you could really, get behind this product and kind of,
absolutely,
because you just know it's going to perform for your customers. So this will be interesting to see how this one evolves.
Okay, more to come.
Guys, stay tuned. We'll see you again soon.